What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to our analysis breakdown on the ferocious Jalen Johnson. He can get to the basket because he's so big and so physical and so strong and so fast, and he can finish very powerful too when he gets to the rim. He also can get to the dunker spot and finish strong too because if you don't pay attention to him, he can cut to the basket or be ready to lift off to be able to make a powerful dunk when it's needed. Not only that, Jalen Johnson is a guy that can hit floaters. He has the finesse and the length and the size to get to those areas and be able to make those shots with finesse. He also can get to the basket and just go straight at you and make a layup. And he's fearless going to the paint. And I like the fact that he has so many different moves. He can score over smaller defenders with his size and his length to be able to be a person that can mix it up offensively when it's needed. I like the fact that he can bang, swing, and finish things in the paint. And he usually does that with his handle and his footwork and his craftiness. And he can just come right at you and just see what you're going to do and have counters already ready for his display of putting it on you. And he does that well too. And I just like the fact that he's like a train. He's just going to keep coming and coming at you. And if you're going to shy away from it, he's just going to get an easy layup at the basket or he's just going to knock you out the way. And he's very physical. And I like that about him. He's 6'8", 219. He's a big body and he's very fast and he uses that to his advantage. And he's also a guy that can dive to the basket and get dunks to go too that way, even if he's not cutting back door. Another thing that I like about him, he gets out in transitions and punishes you. He knows when to trail out. He knows how to spread the floor even in transition. So the live drives are usually good. You don't want to see a one-on-one in transition because that's basically an automatic bucket and sometimes even an and one. And he's very good at that too. I like the fact that he can shoot the three. If you leave him open, he'll take it, and he's decent at knocking down the spot up three to the point where sometimes he don't even dribble. He just pulls it up and just takes it because you're daring him to do that. And in the modern era, you have to be able to knock down threes, and he shows the ability to be able to do it, and that's something that's good to see. He averages one offensive rebound per game, but a lot of the time he scores even when he gets that offensive rebound by not being afraid of going straight up and not being afraid to bang and swing in that paint. And he does do a good job of scoring that way too, and that's a big part of his game and his offensive package. I also like the fact that he doesn't give up on the rebounds, and he'll keep going until he can't get the ball no more, and you like that in him. He also has the ability to keep his head up. He can do high-low passing in the mid post, the high post, or even driving to the rim and just make a quick, fast decision. And he knows where his teammates is going to be at on the floor. He knows what pass that he needs to do, and he knows how to read the floor very well. Even though he's young, he's been really good at it since high school and college, and it has translated very well in the NBA too, and he's just making his teammates better and making their jobs easier by knowing exactly where they need to be at and making the right play for them to go straight up to their comfort zone and to be able to knock down high percentage shots. And he's been that way basically his entire playing time. And I like the fact that he also makes the right decisions in transition by getting the ball up early and fast, even if it's in a semi-transition situation, because those are high percentage shots too. In the modern era, you want to get up a lot of threes, and if you can get a little space and get a little confidence by that, it's a good shot for the entire team. And he also can find shooters in the post too, and I think that shows you how very versatile he is as an offensive weapon and all the things that he really can do to the point where guys are always backpedaling and can't really stay in front of guys, and that gives them opportunity to create space and knock down shots that usually they wouldn't get. He also averages one block per game, and he's showing you that he puts effort in that. Some people just coming straight at him, and he's just ready to block their shot by not fouling either, and I like that about him too. And I like the fact that he just a great, well-rounded player that understands the game at a high level, and that's something that we can talk about now. All-star caliber level this year, and is mainly because of his playing time increasing and his role increasing and them putting the ball more in his hands and they're getting the results that they wanted from him as he's understanding the game and it's slowing down more for him, and he's making the proper adjustments to the defense and what they're trying to do by him having so many moves and so many different things that he can do offensively. Like I shown in this video, it just shows you that his maturation is really going well. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 51% from the field. And he's shooting about 33% from three as the making of this video. It just shows you that this guy can do everything on the court, even defensively if he puts his mind to it, because he's also averaging 1.5 steals a game, and he's only turning the ball over 3 times a game as a secondary ball handler to Trae Young. He can do this role with any team. He's definitely one of the best players in the year, best players this year, and I love everything that he's been doing. I had to highlight the fact that this was a guy that had some trouble in college and they sat him. Then he came into the NBA, didn't play that much, didn't get that much of an opportunity. They started showing you how much of a difference he was compared to the other players they had on the roster. Then they showed that he started showing that he can facilitate and score real well, and that allowed him to get more opportunity and more minutes. And then in his junior year of his NBA career, he was able to be a little bit too injured and didn't really get too much opportunities because of that. And he played a little bit over half of the season, and he started showing you that he can do a lot of things and make the job of his teammates a lot easier. And just by being a guy that can score and use his size to his advantage to the fullness of it, it really started showing that this guy was something special. And this year, he's showing it to everybody that he's not just your ordinary player. He's not a bench player. He's one of the best players in the league. And it's definitely true. And I feel like I didn't expect him to be this good, but when you look at his footage in high school and college, he played the same way. He just needed the chance. He just needed the opportunity. And the way this team is built, and the way that the modern era is played, it allows him to play more free. Not really that much double team because of the shooters and because of the athletes that they have in the NBA. It allows him to play like a fast, sprinty one-on-one while still being able to take advantage of mismatches and switches to help him be better in his strengths of his game, and that allows him to play his game at a higher level, a faster level, a quicker level, and that makes it tougher for the defense to be able to guard him. And he is a guy that's shooting 3.5 free throws a game, which is also a career high, and he's shooting about average from the free throw line, so you don't really want to foul him too much because he can start improving in that area of his game, and then he will be even more of a better player than he has shown. Like, the best things he can do right now is shoot the ball better from three and from the free throw line and cut his turnovers down a little bit more. But he has grown into this role, and it is a newer role, and they're trusting and relying on him more. So it's going to take him some time to be able to figure it out a little bit more. And it's good, like, seeing him at 23 years old be this type of player that he knew that he could be. And it's just showing you the evolution of what he really is as a basketball player. He's definitely a player that we have to continue to keep our eye on at Analysis Playground, and we have to give him his credit, because if you averaging 20 and 10, you're definitely one of the best players in the league, especially when you look at it at that. He's one of the best playmakers at his position, and it's not even something we can even think about. It's just obvious. And he's really good at picking his spots when he wants to score and how he wants to score, and is always for the betterment of the team, even if it's in transition, even if it's in the half court, and even if he's just turning down shots because he finds out that his teammates has a better shot than he does, and just making the right read. But Jalen Johnson, he's the real deal. He's a guy that will be around for a long time if he can stay healthy. I think this is not probably going to be his first All-Star appearance in his career, because teams need playmakers. Team need decision makers, and they need guys that can do multiple things well on the court just to balance out what they don't have. And the Hawks currently don't have a lot of guys that can do multiple things well, and it's rare to find guys that can master things at the game of the NBA. And he has mastered at least 3 to 4 things already, and he's only 23 years old. So I think that he can continue to get better as a shooter, even from the mid range, even from the 3-point land, even just using it as a way to continue to break down the defense for yourself and for others, that's just going to continue to make him a tougher cover. And the tougher cover that he is, the tougher cover the team is. And that just makes everybody's job easier. And he's really been doing a great job, an exceptional job at doing that already this season and last year. And all we can really ask for him to be is more healthier. And he has been doing that this year. And it has shown very, very well that if you start him and give him the chance, this team is on a different level, and they have another thing that they can do that they normally couldn't do, and now they can. And now it's just about what else can he do to continue to improve, just seeing the floor better, understanding the speed of the game, and just continuing to know exactly what type of lineups he's in and just reading the floor the best way that he can as he has done, at a decent level. But obviously you can just get a little bit better at that because it's always going to be a door that keeps rotating guys in and out, and it can be tough to fill this player, it can be tough to fill that player, but it does seem like they got a good group of guys that's been together for a while, and I think Jalen Johnson has benefited from that, and they have benefited from him too. And that's something that's very impressive to see, that not only is they having a little bit of success and overachieving as a team, but he's a huge part of that reason why they are. And I'm just glad that he's having a career that he felt that he can have. I might have to sit out in college. I might not have the best reputation coming into the draft. I might not have the best skill sets right now, but I'm going to work hard. I'm going to play hard. I'm going to give myself a chance to prove that I can be one of the best players at the game while still playing my game and evolving to the player that I want to be. And he's done that, and this has made him one of the best players, obviously, in the league. And I just wanted to give him his flowers for that reason. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do breakdowns of current players, legends, and also rookies and future stars. I also do mock draft coverage and draft coverage in general, but I also do conversation videos about basketball, NBA basketball exclusively on this channel too. So if you love that type of content, check out my channel. And if you want to follow me on social media to get different information and different things that I do besides basketball, my social media is also on my channel too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the video. Thanks for supporting the video in this channel any way that you do. I appreciate it. And thanks for loving and accepting my content for what it is and still enjoying it and coming back over and over again if you're a subscriber or a person that's already been following me and supporting me in their own different type of way. I appreciate it. See you guys later today with some instant analysis, and then we'll see what happens for the rest of the year. We want this 2025 to be better than 2015. That was a year that I gained a lot of subscribers and a lot of people, like 2014 when I was building myself up and showing what I can offer as a channel. And now we're 10 years deep already, and I'm looking at how much we have grown and how much we have really loved and accepted the game of basketball, even as it has evolved too. And it's just good to still be able to cover it and get the same people, if not even more now than I ever had, still loving the game of basketball and enjoying me talking about it and covering it to the best of my ability, as I'm the only person that does everything for this channel. This channel has really been a blessing for me, and it's good that it's a blessing for y'all. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay enjoying your day. I hope you guys enjoy the weekend, and hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys later today, hopefully.